What is up, everybody? How are you all doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day and welcome to Just Saying channel. So, some of you may know this, but I study psychology and I'm considered to be somewhat of a genius at my university. Always amazing grades and always know what I'm talking about. So, as someone who studied human mind for like a year and a half now, I feel really qualified to give you a deep breakdown of someone else's interview based on their body language, even though I've never met any of them. So, using my huge knowledge as a psychology student, I will be analyzing body language, non-verbal communication, and overall behavior of one of the most successful streamers in the world, POKIMANE. All I say in this video is 100% factual. This is a parody. And you can trust my well-educated knowledge. I have no idea what I'm talking about. As you can trust everybody who analyzes body language on YouTube. They don't have a clue either. So, let's begin. On the 50th of October 2019, the Misfits uploaded a podcast titled The Truth About POKIMANE. How very fitting. Today I'm gonna show you how vulgar and disturbing POKIMANE really is, and I'm gonna show you signs of ruthless businesswoman syndrome, which is definitely not a syndrome made up by me. First signs of it you could see at the very beginning, when Fitz tried to make an intro but was very rudely interrupted by POKIMANE, who showed absolutely no remorse for her actions whatsoever.
Hello and welcome back to the Misfits podcast. Rated 5 stars on iTunes by Swaggersouls. Hey, he says,
is that your alt?
Poki, I'm doing the fucking intro.
I know.
Could you shut up? He says, Amazon rainforest listened to this. Now it's the Amazon desert.
Now, let's just talk about how she sits. By crossing her legs like that, she clearly tries to assert dominance and shows the belief of superiority in this environment, of what she thinks is just a group of beta simps. Also, she keeps her phone under the pillow, but it's visible enough for you to see it. That way, she's trying to subconsciously convince you that she has a lot more money than any of the people in the room. That's a classic sign of ruthless businesswoman syndrome. Now we have a situation where tobyonthetele, also known as John on the radio, a very suspect individual with plural identities, compliments Fitz, also known as also Fitz, on his choice of wardrobe for the podcast. Now let's see what POKIMANE does.
You know what they're missing out on? I took you shopping today and you look dapper as fuck, you know?
Thank you, Toby.
Can you
missing
put
out
your
on that.
foot back on the table like you did before?
I didn't actually buy these today. I bought these a while ago. So.
Ooh, that camera sees them nice.
Is this an alpha move right here?
Yep.
When she basically gives an order to Fitz to put his shoe on the table, she points a finger at it, which is a very alpha move, basically showing that she's the boss and he's just a beta male. Shows her superiority. Now look what she does next. She starts pointing at the cameras, which just shows how much she cares about them being there, which also shows she can't act natural and that everything she says is just an act. Also, the pointing thing shows how much of a control freak she is. Just wants to point at every single thing.
Be on the podcast, me. Okay, so like when? I'll think about it.
That was a great idea.
You gotta understand,
Wow.
Poki, it's PR.
Yeah.
We just want that response from you, you know?
Yeah.
Free impressions, I see.
Free impressions.
Just
Yeah.
looking to use me like everyone else.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Thanks. Off to a bad start, guys.
She takes a dig and makes a passive-aggressive comment about how Fitz is just using her, which clearly makes him uncomfortable in a very non-ironic way. Look at that man. This is a man completely destroyed mentally by someone with a ruthless businesswoman syndrome. Now look how she reacts to Fitz giving her a compliment on her Twitch success.
Okay, well, I mean, obviously you're famous on Twitch. Poggers, guys. Yeah, what was funny about that? Just me going host mode?
Like, I never hear that.
White people
Obviously, you're
happy, bro.
famous on-
She laughs at him because she believes she's not famous on Twitch, but she's a Twitch legend, and she cannot believe Fitz would belittle her like that by just saying she's famous. That shows how much of an ego she has. And then she makes that special move when she squeezes her own cheeks, which is just a classic in the body language universe. This is synonymous with basically saying, you're not a fucking peasant and I'm embarrassed to be around you, you absolute scum. Now let's go to a bit when they explain Poki's actual name.
Turns out that's actually
Is that really?
how
Okay,
it's
let me
supposed
explain.
to.
My
What?
name is... Okay,
Go for it.
I-M-A-N-E is my name. Iman.
Look at the way she formed her lips with slightly risen hands. If you are really skilled in psychology, you'd know what that means. But I guess I'm gonna tell you, okay? It's what we professionals call a boss-ass move, which implies a non-verbal communication of, listen you little white fucks, let me drop some knowledge on your asses, with a hint of sexual frustration.
And be
Good
like, hey,
country.
I think I got
Ooh, the
roofied. Can you
shade.
pump my stomach?
Now that's just a low-key sassy Nazi salute. So look how in this clip, POKIMANE is just so condescending to Toby for being super poor and not being a millionaire.
Your sugar daddies.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, but it's just not working out as well as I expected.
Unlucky.
Yeah. I thought I'd be a millionaire by now.
It's taking a bit longer.
Give it time.
Then she just talks about the misfits merch in a way that's also very condescending, like they cannot sell the hoodies themselves.
All right.
Yeah, well.
Guys, misfits.store.
Misfits.store.
Okay, do you think it's odd that sometimes people will come meet me and ask if I will kiss them?
100%?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure because like it'll...
Stupid.
Here, Poki shows her true colors, hitting swaggersouls. By the way, do I get paid extra if this video ends up on Crime Watch? No? Cool. But this is just domestic abuse. Swags can get PTSD from this, which just shows that POKIMANE just doesn't care about mental health. And look at the aggressive face expression she makes afterwards. Just horrible. Here, Iman talks about her friends and roommates.
It's just me streaming.
Right.
Though I have friends,
True.
especially my roommates, but we don't like play together all the time, nor do we have like...
She starts to wander off with her eyes in different directions. That's a clear sign of lying. She doesn't have any friends. Come on, nobody's falling for this shit. When she talks about controversies, look what she does.
Yeah, being
Articles and stuff.
cancelled, yeah.
I mean, have you ever had anyone try and cancel you for anything, or?
I mean, definitely the like copy strike stuff, which is
That's
not a real
right.
thing. The copyright claims.
Stroking her hair, and you have to know that this is a clear sign of support for Donald Trump and white power movement. So basically, POKIMANE doesn't care about black people.
You gotta be fucking funny.
You need to really
You know?
think about how you structure the joke and then how you execute the joke. Because if your joke rides a line and you hit it wrong and you miss the mark, that's a fuck up, and it
Yeah.
makes you look really bad.
Yeah.
You know.
Swagger makes a good argument, and Poki the savage starts scratching her nose for no reason. You know what that means in the Oxford Dictionary of English body language? I mean, I don't, but I bet it's something vile. Absolutely disgusting behavior. At exactly 1 hour, 19 minutes and 51 seconds, POKIMANE decides to switch legs for the first time. Isn't that weird? So I looked it up to see what that can mean, and I think I found it. John 1:1951, and he said to him, "Truly, truly, I say to you, you will see heaven opened, and the angels of God ascending and descending on the Son of Man." I don't want to jump into any conclusions, but I think she just predicted the apocalypse.
Thanks.
I hope this isn't the only podcast I'll be on. I'll say that much.
True.
Oh, no, trust me, it will.
Come back. Come back anytime. Cool.
And I hope all the viewers enjoyed.
Thank you
Hell
guys
yeah.
for watching, as always.
And just to end the podcast, she makes this weird gangster west side hand sign, which is just horrible and insensitive to all the people that died in 9/11. Also, you know who else made that sign all the time? Benito Mussolini and Joseph Stalin. Okay, that's gonna be it for the day. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to like, subscribe and comment. And POKIMANE, if you're watching, she's not, you know, but if you are watching, then yeah, sorry. Well, that's all folks, see ya.
Too many thoughts on my mind, I can't sleep at night, so I just keep writing. I don't need no help, I don't need opinions, so don't waste my time then. I just been living online, my city don't show me no love and that's fine. Fuck local radio stations, I got more plays than all of these rappers combined.